Who should the Niners fans and the Niners players and personnel be rooting for to win the AFC Championship?
This may sound about as wrong as it possibly gets. I don't know in what other universe you root to play Patrick Mahomes in a Super Bowl, but I think the 49ers should root to play Patrick Mahomes in a Super Bowl. The Chiefs can beat the 49ers as well. The 49ers can beat both these teams. Both these teams can beat them. But when I look at that team top to bottom in Baltimore and Lamar Jackson coming off another MVP year and actually playing well in the playoffs, maturing and being a newfound leader, essentially, man, I don't know. Baltimore has so much talent on that team. So much talent on that team. They're stacked. Let's just go real quickly. Who has a better defense in your opinion? Roster, 49ers or Ravens?
The Ravens.
Okay. Who has a better offensive line, 49ers or Ravens?
The Ravens.
Who has a better run game? Not better running back, but run game.
I'm going to give that to the Niners. And that's only because when I watched the two teams in person, the Ravens couldn't run the ball. Like, that was my thing with the Ravens in that matchup. They couldn't run the ball against the Niners, and that was Lamar too, except for a couple plays. And I felt like he beat them by getting out of the pocket and making really nice throws. Can you do that twice? Because he wasn't super effective from the pocket. He didn't go for 100 yards or anything, but he was great throwing on the run. Can you do that twice against the Niners? Maybe. Probably. I wouldn't bet against it.
Okay.
I wouldn't bet against it.
Who has the better coaching staff?
The Chiefs could be more balanced against the Niners. Pacheco's really good.
He is. Yeah, he is.
And as good as Lamar Jackson is, he's not as good as Patrick Mahomes.
No, he's not. No. He's not.
Mahomes might be the best quarterback ever.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. And as good as whoever the offensive Todd Monken, as good as he is, he ain't Andy Reid.
He's not. But McDonald is that deal as far as a defensive coordinator. He's very, very good.
He's very good, but Spagnuolo's pretty good too.
He is. No, Spag's good. No, that's true. That's
hard for the,
true.
It's hard for the Niners to be too excited either way after that game's over. Like, yes, we get Patrick Mahomes. Like, okay.
Great. Yeah.
Careful what you wish for. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they faced the Ravens once. The Niners can tell themselves, look, we saw them. We got their best shot. We outgained them. We didn't give them our best shot. We turned the ball over 5 times. We're confident we can beat that team, even if they won't. It's hard to be confident against the Chiefs, man. They've owned you. Freaking owned you multiple times. Like, that team makes Nick Bosa look confused on the field. He's just like, where did it go? Which way did it go? Like that. I don't know. Can't make it.
Yeah, they do. Man, it's tough. It's so tough. Oh, man. Baltimore should be getting Andrews back this week, so that's a good addition. I think Dalvin Cook only on like 8 carries, but he looked explosive on a couple of them. So maybe that's I don't know, man.
Dalvin Cook would be nice.
They're both good. They're both good. They're both so good. Yeah. I don't know. I think the 49ers can beat either one, but it's going to be tough, man. That's where it's going to really get tough. This NFC was like, okay, that was cool. Let's get to the Super Bowl. That's where the real matchup's going to be. This is going to be a hell of a game, no matter who it is. I'm looking forward to it.
Would you take Lamar Jackson over Josh Allen at this point?
Man, that's a toss-up to me. I'm a Josh Allen guy. Like that was coming out of the draft. He was like the first quarterback that I ever said was like, he's going to be great. So I kind of got a soft spot for Josh Allen. That's kind of a tough question to ask me. But if you said Lamar, I can't really argue either way.
Yeah. Fish and chips. Jesse, it's the Bears, right?
Yeah, right.
Helperman 123 says, I watched JTO's quarterback school. He says the amount of hits on Brock is concerning. Do you feel the same way? If we get past the Lions, we will face good D lines?
We're going to face good linebackers, good D lines, and a good secondary, no matter which team they face. So get ready for it. Both those defenses are very, very good, and they are good at all 3 levels. So it's going to be tough.
I mentioned sack percentage earlier as a stat. Just how often you sack the quarterback on dropbacks or whatever. Detroit's 6.6%, 22nd. The Niners are 6.8%, 20th. Baltimore's at 8.2%. That's fourth. And the Chiefs are 8.5%. That's number one. So in the Super Bowl, if the Niners make it, they're going to face a great pass rush. A great pass rush. Not this week.
Very good linebackers that are athletic behind it and very good secondary players. Both of these defenses are very complete. Both of these defenses are more complete than the 49ers.
And great offensive lines.
Oh my gosh, dude. It's going to be a handful no matter what, man. It's going to be a handful.
Everyone just has the Niners written in as the Super Bowl favorite, but man, those teams in the AFC.
And 2 weeks of and both those coaching staffs are elite over there too, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's a tough task.
Yep. Flav. Jonah Jackson also gave up 0 pressures and 18 dropbacks. His backup gave up 7 and 28. Dude, is a big drop off. Armstead should have a big day. Armstead over 2.5 sacks. A good quick pick for UG. Thank you, Flav. Is Jonah Jackson for sure out?
Yeah, he had surgery on his meniscus. He'll be back for a Super Bowl, but not in this game, it sounds like. So.
Good call. Yeah. Dazza says, is Feliciano or Burford starting at right guard? The run game looked a lot better when Feliciano was starting.
I would imagine Feliciano starts. I would also imagine Jair Brown starts as well.
Brother Bob says, prediction, Niners 41, Lions 31. Book it, bruh. Is that what it was 2 years ago? It was like 41-33.
Something like
2 years ago when they faced each other week 1. Too much sauce. Says Bosa over under 1 sack on Sunday.
Push. You didn't say half.
Some good offensive tackles to go through.
Push. I'll go push.
Flav. Ragnow also beat up. Between him and Jackson, there should be a ton of pressure up the middle. If we can get a lead, I think it gets ugly. I actually agree with that. Seems like,
I could see a blowout.
Yeah. I mean, there should be a lot of pressure in Goff's face, and that's when he's at his worst.
This is why I think Bosa will get a sack, because pressure, he just falls on the ground and then lets somebody tag him. So Bosa could get a cheap sack that way.
Yeah. Dave Barclay, agree, Brother Bob. Fish and chips, last 2 playoff wins won by ad-lib. Cowboys, Kittle, bust route, and Purdy gets some Packers. Brock scrambles at the end, avoid Kyle, ad-lib. Yeah, let your players be the reason.
Yeah.
Flav, only way to beat Baltimore is to get them out of nickel and then throw it. Rams did and almost won. I don't think Kansas City has the wide receivers, but maybe Mahomes can pull it off. Kansas City would be 10,000 times better matchup for us.
There we go, Flav.
Hey, Flav's got definite opinions. Get him out of nickel and then throw it. Yeah, because they have, they bring Kyle Nelson down.
They purposefully didn't do that because you want their third linebacker on the field because he's not as good as any of their third safety, Geno Stone, or their third corner. They're all very good. So, yeah.
Good point. Dave Barclay. Tides changing. Agree with Flav again.